Hello, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Nehru, and you are tuned in to The Encourager. Thank you so much, everyone, subscribers, returning listeners, and new listeners. I want to talk about something actually that's a little different, and it deals with economics. So, this is something that I've thought about for a very, very, very long time. Much like the spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities of man, we underutilize those, and also underutilize our buying power. So, what do I mean? So, we as consumers, as end users, as we're called, we have the power to control the cost of things. And here's how it's done. It doesn't matter what you use. I'm going to use an extreme example and use a car. So if we refuse to pay $300,000 for a car, then those companies, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, Lamborghini, whoever, maybe even Porsche has a couple, who else, Maserati, who else, Bentley, so these high-end automakers, using this as an example, if we, as a consumer of those products, if we all refused, or enough refused, to pay that amount for those vehicles, those manufacturers, those automakers, would have to do one of two things: close their doors or lower their prices. The end user, the consumer, has the absolute power to change the economy. Absolute power to change the economy and flip the script, okay, and take away the power from the 1%, okay. It is said that if all the ants in the world decided to go against all the humans in the world, the humans would have no chance, okay. So if there was mass exodus of every vehicle that costs over $200,000, those manufacturers would have to make a choice, okay. So, if we stop buying McDonald's will have a choice. They can either lower their prices or change their product and stop serving burgers that last for 20 years and yeah. And putting chemicals in it that are addicting or whatever else they're doing. So, you and I, the end user, we have the power to change the economy. We do that with our buying power. The reason why the companies stay in business, the reason why landlords can charge 1.5 times the rent is because somebody continues to rent out those places at those absorbent amounts. Okay? If no one paid for, and we see it all the time. We see it all the time. This is why the mansions that these celebrities and these people have, that's why they go abandoned for decades and they just fall apart. Okay? Because you have one choice. You either lower the price or you close the doors. Okay? And so we can change our environment naturally and spiritually based on what we buy into. So what are you buying into that you really are paying way too much for? Okay? And you should not have even picked it up off the shelf. What are you paying for today with your time, attention, money, emotions? What are you doing today that is costing you way too much? What are you doing today that's costing you way too much? Thank you, Most High, for bringing that all together. What are you doing today? Financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. What are you doing today with your time? What are you doing today? What are you purchasing today? What are you acquiring today that is really a waste of those things? Your time, your emotions, your money, your effort, your attention. What are you buying today that you need to allow to go bankrupt? What are you investing in today that you need to allow to go bankrupt and close those doors? Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru, and this is The Encourager. Thank you so much as always, and be encouraged.